We've got some Dark Souls 2 to play. I'm looking forward to it. Focus. Now, if I remember correctly, we were, let's say, exactly one run away from beating that boss we were fighting last time. Sir... I don't know how you pronounce his name. Sir Alon? Aloni? 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 I don't know how you pronounce it. But we're definitely going to do it this time, despite the fact that I haven't played this in 2 weeks. What could go wrong? I thought I killed all of you. Guess it was just the other fellas. One attempt is the plan. If it goes down that way, then good. And who am I saying? It will go down that way. One attempt. One go. I just have to remember all of the moves. I didn't know you could do a stab out of that. I gotta remember when you can heal. Because so far I'm not putting in a good average. Why do I keep trying to do it after that? I know it's not going to work. I just want to keep my life high. You're being a real shit about it. That's the part I need to get down again. I have to remember where you can heal. I thought it was a pretty safe bet every time you dodged one of the charge attacks, but apparently not. And you could say that about pretty much every boss in the game, Strider. Why is anything trying to kill you? Ever? I mean, some things are probably just sort of lost their minds, like the hollows. But not every hollow for some reason. Other things just seem like jerks. But then I came into his memory and tried to kill him, so I think it's justified in protecting himself. Maybe I'm the one with the problem. Right. hope that sound's not coming through. That move's super not hard to dodge. At least it's a safe bet that after every attack, pretty much there's never a quick follow-up attack. Because most of the time he doesn't dodge. Not letting you get me with that again. Had enough bad experiences. I'd like to have my dark back, but for right now I'm happy just trading blows. Oh, come on. I do like a good anticlimactic finish. Oof. What were you hiding down here anyway? Oh. One of those, I guess. Now we have to rank the person whose name I forget how to spell. On me while I remember my process. That one. I can get with that. Okay. I'm gonna say that's a pretty good fight, all things considered. There's nothing too rubbish about it, though the run-up is kind of bad. So, it is possible to run past everything if you want to do that anyway, so... The problem here is, I can't see the chat at the same time as this because of stuff wrong. I've tried to fix things, we'll see how that goes. Yes, nothing too cheap, nothing too tanky, it doesn't take forever. It's not quite as fast-paced and what's the phrase I'm looking for? Edge of your seat, balls to the wall, I don't know, it's something like that. As Artorias. So it's probably not that high, but it is just a solid fight. It's kind of like Manus, except I think Manus has some rather cheap moves, quite frankly. So I'm going to say it's above, it's in the top 5, or top 6. We'll figure it out. I'm going to move these down now, so I don't have to later. He's going somewhere up here. I would say fairly comparable to the old Dragon Slayer, quite frankly. Because that's another fight where all of those things are sort of true, you know. It's fairly dually, but it's not quite as tight as Artorias, but also it's not as bullshit is something like Manus. I would probably... I'm thinking it's directly comparable to the old Dragon Slayer, but slightly better. So I'm thinking that Sir Lonely can go in number 4. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. How do you spell his name? Sir... Baloney. I need to know how you actually... I'm gonna Google it. God damn, Firefox is installing updates. You can see it slightly down in the corner there, but don't worry about it. This is just so you know that I'm doing something. Sir Alon DS2. ALNNE. Okay. That should be it. If it's not, I can fix it later. Now I have to bring Dark Souls 2 back up because it buggered off. And give it focus, because apparently it doesn't do that when I bring it back up. And, just trying to think. I think that's the end of this DLC. We've done everything. Though we did get that one last smelter wedge. Do I only have one? Is the last one the one that's down by Fume Night? Let's go take a look. Oh, stop it. Because there was that one that I didn't break during that fight. So supposedly that's the last one, and then I'll get stuff for it. I should put my spear back on. I haven't used the halberd in a while. I feel like I've been neglecting it. Are you gonna make a thing of this? It's kind of weird how they do that. You can pick up a... Yeah, you pick up a whole bunch of these souls of... What's her name? And then... Once you've collected all of them, you just get the proper one. It's kind of confusing, really. Anyway, let's go back to Meduna. Meduna's in Jade Alliance too. Weird how I'd get those mixed up. I suppose I should play that again at some point, shouldn't I?
Bearer of the until
Level me up. What if I got some adaptability? I don't know if that would be that helpful by this point. Might as well just stick with what I've got. I've got 50 decks. I'm at the soft cap for most of this stuff. It's probably not worth... I have a higher dark bonus than I have a dexterity bonus. She absolutely did not, Herbie. What are you doing? Where did that come from? She said nothing of the sort. She said curse. That doesn't sound like that. Why? Why? I'm just gonna keep buffing up Vigor and endurance, I suppose. Can always use more life and stamina. Now then. Whoops, I almost attacked her because I bumped my controller. If I remember, all that I have left to do, basically, is the final bosses of the base game and the last DLC. Both of which I'm looking forward to, for different reasons. Probably not good reasons. There is one thing I can think of that we didn't do, or that I didn't do. Wish I could remember which one it was. I think it's that one I need to go to. There's one thing in the base game that I can think of that I didn't do, and that's just go and pick some stuff up because I killed Vendrick but didn't get his stuff. And I'm going to do that just to break up the DLC slightly. It's the only other thing I can think of to do. But also I super don't want to linger in this fucking area again, so I'm just going to try and run through. There is no way it could go badly. I've thought about it, and maybe there is a way it could go badly. It was like that. Do I even care about Vendrick's stuff that much? No. Did I max out what's his name spear yet? I did, okay. Good. For some reason the first time I played through this, every time those things died I heard it as like Homer's scream. What are you doing up there? Can we go somewhere where I'm not getting pelted by magic constantly? Just keep doing that. Oh, come on. Works every time. It really feels like cherry tapping having that crossbow bolt be the last thing. I did leave a fair few souls in here. Oh wait, this is where I'm going, isn't it? If I remember correctly. No? No, this isn't it. I don't remember this. Oh wait, no, it is this. I knew it was here somewhere. Do I need to do something else? Am I in the right place? I'm sure that was it. I thought you just had to kill Vendrick. Oh, is that it? Is it one of those obscure bullshit things in this area? Why? I'm sure for plot reasons, but why? Anyway, that's all I was getting. Now we can go to the next DLC. I don't really understand what the shrine is supposed to be, this whole area. It's not very shriny. It's ruins. Now then, I believe the closest place to the start of the DLC is here. It's a little bit out of the way compared to the other ones. But then the other ones are next to bosses, so you'd hope there's bonfires near those. You get to see these chumps for the last time. That didn't even do that much damage. What are you doing? Chump. If I stabbed a dragon, I can stab through solid stone. Glad I don't have to deal with those anymore. Take me to the winter place. I'm wearing that hat. I'm looking forward to down there. That's gonna be an interesting stream when I get to there. And by interesting, I mean potentially incredibly dull for everyone except me, and possibly also me. I just now remembered that I didn't have my other spell attuned. Why do I have 2 resonant souls?
Approaching a low noise. Turn back. The old chaos hungers still.
Unfortunately, I'm an idiot and I don't heed that warning. You know what? I never actually went here the first time.
Ava is watching. Go back.
I do have 30,000 souls though. Tell you what, I'll equip the ring that keeps those. I assume I have it. Somewhere. Unless you have to buy those. Nullifies death and petrification. Nullifies... Yeah. Is that the one that keeps my souls? Yeah, that one, I think. You're not supposed to go... She wasn't lying about this one.
Poor Arthur. Do you miss your king? One without the sign has arrived. Do be merciful and end things swiftly.
There's bad things happening. I'm not going to bother healing because you're not supposed to do it that way. I have no doubt that someone has, and all the more power to them. I guess I'll keep using the binding ring. It's very handy. Considering she was telling me not to go there, she was awfully kind about the cat that killed me for it. All these shitbags. These buggers will get old. Backstabs are always handy though. These are like the same guys that are in each of the DLCs. Just with different styles. There's the ashy ones in the last one. There's these frozen fellows. And there's those scaly buggers in the Sunken King one. And they're all just fairly standard soldiery types. Now, if I remember correctly, you don't care about me yet. You probably endeavour not to kill them. Aggravate them in any way. That works pretty well. When a backstab can't be trusted. Come on. Always more dogs, aren't there? You know, I sort of got the argument about rats having humanity in Dark Souls 1 because they eat corpses. But why do the dogs have human effigies? Is that implying I need to use a torch for something? I don't really remember what the deal with this area is. I vaguely recall that it sort of opens up after a while and you go back through the areas and there's more stuff and more danger. But it's only the faintest map. That's not what I wanted. See how much dark damage you take. Let's see how much damage I take. Oh, I'm still alive, apparently. That must have been cutting it real fine. That's right, some of these buggers you can't backstab. He's too cold to have a back you can stab. I mean, my spear goes through solid goddamn stone. I think I could go through with a little bit of ice. And it's difficult to get these guys away from each other. Glad that worked. I'm cutting this way too fine. Way too fine. I always appreciate a life gem. Not so much at the start of the game, but these days. You never know when I might need them. Because I don't remember where you buy them. Pardon me while I explore. I think the bridge is broken. Check. I'm pretty sure you can go over there at some point, but not yet. Or maybe you take another route. I don't know. This place gets real squirrely. Clearly I get a little more damage out of the counterattacks than this spinny, swingy bullshit. I should probably try and stick to that when I can. I seem to remember the bonfires being pretty far apart in this area, so I should be careful. I don't remember which way I want to go. Stop it. Spear buggers always give me trouble in this entire game. Okay, that's not useful. This is kind of like those crystal golems in 1. If I remember correctly. Iced over. go this way? Do I want to? I mean, there's stuff, so... Okay, sure. Find what? I think there is a bonfire somewhere over there, actually. Ooh, I could use that. I might equip that one. Probably more useful than the stone ring. Increases dark attack, reduces physical defense. I'm all the way in on dark anyway, might as well. I gotta be getting my dark attack up about as high as I can get it. What? What's that message talking about? What did I say about your shield? I don't actually know that I said anything about it, but I mentally was telling you to fuck off with it. Please do so. Maybe I needed the stone ring to stagger those. I think there's a bonfire down here. But I won't be able to check out this other stuff if I go down there now. That's where I was before. Just gotta remember how this place is laid out on the fly. I mean, it's not laid out on a fly. You got pretty sensible patterns. I know what I'm doing with you. That stone ring was more useful than I was thinking. There? Guess that's it. Why do I remember that helm being significant? What am I looking for? This one. Bell helm. Maybe it wasn't significant and it was just... I don't know. What about this way? I think you need torches to open this place up, but you can't hold a fire here yet. Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah, okay. I thought so. I don't remember what's that way, but I'm sure we'll figure it all out later. You love to see it. Oh, you can backstab these things. Didn't realise that. Not gonna complain. These things are pretty easy. I think maybe they have a non-backstabbable version as well. I seem to remember them being a pretty good problem. They're right, it was pointless. Did you just throw nothing at me? These ones are tough, I couldn't get it in one backstab. There's lots of stuff just chucking shit at you in this area. I mean, they're not wrong. I know you're throwing something, but why can't I see it? But then there is a lot of invisible stuff in this game. In this DLC, at least from the start. This is a fun door to go through. Thanks for hobbling over to me. More frozen over stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I get you. I vaguely recall what goes on in this area, and I think you just want to get out of it as quickly as possible. I don't need to get backstabbed by someone invisible. Sneaky bastard. Is this the shortcut? The one with a bunch of junk on it, isn't it? Right, that's right. Yeah, that lets you get past it below. Too slow. I take it back, come on. I think I'll go up. I vaguely remember that. Yeah. What bullshit is that? So presumably that becomes visible once you get the thing that makes the invisible stuff visible. But whatever, I know it's there. Should have healed. Right. I think that's the only thing it gets you anyway, isn't it? It's fairly useless. Miracle, if I remember correctly. I think that's the one that some of those fellows were doing in that last DLC where it shoots up and then a bunch of stuff comes down. Lightning, I mean, not stuff. On me, I'll leave you be. Come on. Wasn't worth the time. I can't remember if the different... Oh, I hope I didn't need to go this way. I can't remember if the different types of life gems affect how much life you... like how quickly you heal, or if it's just the amount that you heal. Oh, I was supposed to go this way. Whatever. I can... I'm sure I will be back there eventually anyway. I'm going to ignore you again, lady. I'll be back up there eventually anyway, won't I? if there's any illusion walls around here, good luck me remembering them. I think this mist is fine. I suppose it's not really worth exploring anywhere too thoroughly in this first run through. You'll see it all eventually anyway. It'll be harder when you do, but... Ugh. Who invented this goddamn room? Leave, Jesus. You're a real pain in the ass. Where'd those enemies even come from? They're not the ones I was dealing with. Always with the backstabs. I had hella trouble with the enemies that you fight in this area when you come back. Now, is that the one that I remember? Which is to say, the one that you'll forget, ideally. I had trouble enough with these goddamn two. They really do a good job of setting that invasion up though, don't they? Like, if you are thinking hard and know what the possibilities are, you know what might happen. Well, all these messages also help. But it's entirely possible that you've forgotten that it's even something that could happen. I love that one. That's one of the best invasions in this game. Your dark resistance, like. And if it's good, could you stop that? Not allowed to kill me now. What did I just say? Solved. This chest have silver talismans in it to rub it in. It totally does, okay. Maybe I vaguely remembered that. Huh, I guess I am human, aren't I? Okay, I'll go and touch this bonfire out here before I do anything. We'll fight the kitty. I should go and level up. Not going to. The summon signs are around here anyway. I'm using Fume Knight's sword. Someone using cleric stuff. Yes, well, the other kittens will have to happen at some point. I have mixed feelings about that stream when it happens.
This dead city has nothing to offer. Go back. Do not seek the old chaos, nor its twisted flame.
I gotta remember what you can do. I really gotta remember for next time as well. I seem to remember lock-on being troublesome with this thing. Watch those claws. At least you seem fairly slow on the whole. Like this big old ice cat. I should probably chuck some resonant souls at it as well. Might be more effective than my crossbow. a solid 400 damage. Ow. Ow. This kitty cat has my number so far. Which bodes poorly, frankly. I better get real good at it real quick. I wonder if the halberd would be more effective against this. Might be weaker to slash damage than thrust damage. I'm confused about what I wanted to equip. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for that one. Okay. Oh, where'd you go? Keeps catching me. Yeah, it seems like most of these moves you've just got to dodge a little bit later than they seem like. Well, I know I can survive it. At least there's plenty of this buggering off to give you time to heal, which is useful now, but it won't be later. Run away again for a minute? Fuck. This is an enemy out of Magic the Gathering or something. Just a big old ice tiger. I wonder how much extra damage you take from that clutch ring. It might be the case that I'd be better off without it. I'm going to try the halberd, which I really should have decided before I got to this point. Gotta work on my timing for that one. keep getting caught by this. I need my souls too. Shouldn't have gone for that one. Okay, when I'm at the right distance, this does pretty good damage. You know I need to heal you, bitch. I'll kill this kitty cat yet. Because I have to. We're not allowed to be friends. The game said so. Now if I could convince Ava to come with me and not fight me and fight other people, we'd get along like a storm. That's not what I wanted to do. Are you gonna do the magic first? That's not what I meant. That's also not what I meant. I thought you were going. Now I know that that was a lie. If I'm having this much trouble with kitten number 1... Yeah. Next couple of streams are gonna be long. Pardon me? Not kill me before I get my souls. Maybe I was a little distracted by the souls on that one. We'll get there. Eventually. Honestly, with how much it's directly on top of you, I'm not sure the helmet's a great choice either. But then all the horizontal slashes are definitely going to help. Who knew you could attack again so quickly? Bear with me. tiger with me. I wonder if these things are weak to dark at all. Knowing my luck, probably not. I'm using the worst element for it. That seems like something I would do. What if I lure you this way so I definitely don't have to worry about getting my souls under dire circumstances? I didn't mean just kill me instantly. I'm not doing very well on this one. How have I lost the flow? So what's everyone up to? You're just gonna give me another chance to dodge that one, huh? I really thought I'd have time for that. I did, yes. Second try. Which split the difference between mine and Pebs' estimates of a 1 and 3, respectively. But now I'm getting caught on this thing, and I'm sure it's very much a me issue. I know what the boss is doing, I'm just not dodging the things right. How much unexpected is happening in this fight? Other than that I'm choking so hard at it. Gonna have to effigy up real soon. There's no reason I shouldn't be messing that dodge up. My reflexes just aren't in it today. There are 6 bosses left in Dark Souls 2. Well, 6 boss fights. How about I narrow it down to boss fights? Like, why do I keep letting myself get hit by that? Did you stop? I'm imagining it. I don't care for it. I don't know that they're both more aggressive. One definitely is. I don't remember having that much trouble with you last time. Was I just getting carried by those other two? There are 40 minutes left on this stream and I don't want to spend this whole time fighting this one tiger. What if I change weapons again? Maybe just a change of scenery will make a difference. I'll take the chance. I should have OPG'd up. I look forward to paying for that mistake. He drags you around with that one and you get hit by the end of the attack even though you've dodged most of it. I'm sure I'm just dodging the wrong direction for that one. Protect me, statue that clearly hasn't protected anything. Maybe I've just got to dodge backwards more. Would it be so simple? I still have to time it. Every death is learning. It's all adding up to you getting better at the fight, in theory. Learning the timings better. It will all culminate in success. Inevitably, because I'm not giving up. Point in giving up, nearly at the end of the game. Please make me return to this opinion when I'm doing the other boss fight. I was right in front of it and I still missed it. The halberd would probably be better than that. I could have still just running in there for this. And getting hit by it, and I forgot to effigy again. Maybe I finally found the fight where spears are a detriment. I think I would prefer to stay locked on. But I could always try not doing that either. Let's go back to the halberd, see if that has more success again. It seemed like it was fairly effective. What's with half of the items being used in Dark Souls by crushing them? Humanity in Dark Souls 1, effectively effigies in this one, life gems, souls. I'm never ready for that one. You use it so infrequently. Going to give me a second. What's he doing at some point? What? It's not allowed to happen. I apologize, I always forget the microphone's there. I'm still getting used to the bangs. Hey, maybe I could blame that on my failures. Would you believe my hair made me get killed by a giant ice tiger over and over again? angle do I gotta dodge? I really can't get a hit in after it does the bite. Do it. Moment too late. Press that button. That one. I've so far spent a quarter of the 40 minutes that I said I didn't want to be fighting this tiger for. Let us hope that the process is expedited. I can't even remember what weapons I was using last time I was here. Was I still using the lance? Oh, I'm using the wrong spell. Now I can use that one. Why am I so bad at that? How does it happen? I would love to do more heavy attacks on you, but I never get the chance. Do a heavy attack with you just so I can. Yeah, it didn't even do that much. Bad example. Maybe I should have gotten that adaptability. Yeah, I've got to bring repair powder. It's just broken now. I have to change weapons. Could you stay over there for a bit? I shouldn't. Temptation is always so great. Okay. Thank God. Or me, because I did it, not God. That's right. I can't be that happy about that. That's not supposed to be that hard a fight, I don't think. Okay. I would say that Ava is a solid fight. There's nothing too bullshit there. It's another one of those ones where you've just got to get good at the patterns. Probably comparable to Sif, actually, another giant animal. But I'd probably compare it more to Smelter Demon in terms of how on top of the dodging you have to be. Can I get some opinions on its position? What do you think, Peps? And Strider, if he's still around. You haven't said anything in a while. I'm thinking maybe Ava could go around, let's say number 9? Maybe number 10. Sin's a hard one to compare to because, you know, I really didn't have... That was a very short fight. Abnormally short. But perhaps this is kitty number 1, not the other kitties. I don't think it's that bad. I'm gonna pop it just above Sif. I think it's double AVA, not AVAA. Ava the King's Pet. There's a lot of DLC Dark Souls 2 fights getting up here in the top numbers. I think that's all of them. I don't know. My brain has turned to mush. Thanks, cat. Now, if I remember correctly, there's basically no distance between here and the end of the DLC. But things change and it's... we'll see. I think things change up rather than I progress further. Lots of big doors.
To think Ava could be bested.
It took me a while.
Who are you? This land is barren. Cursed by the old chaos. It gave birth to atrocities, and the people fled in fear, until our Lord, the Ivory King, came.
My dear Lord, a most true king. It was with his magnificent soul that he built a Leam Lois and contained the spread of chaos. But the chaos would not be sated, and the king gave his own soul. Inevitably, the king was drained of vigor and plunged into the chaos's heart. The Leam Lois was frozen in time, its leader lost. I remain here to contain the chaos, honoring my lord's wishes. Perhaps one day he will return. There is nothing here save that accursed flame. I have but one wish. That my dear lord might be freed from that unspeakable chaos. I haven't the strength to help him myself. But perhaps one such as you. Though I am yet to know your name, stranger, will you lend me your strength?
You know it.
Kind visitor, I thank you. Let me open the path to chaos. And please, do all you can.
So, if I remember correctly, the deal is...
Lois's faithful knights followed their
Still
lord
talking.
into the chaos. But not one of them returned. The king's dutiful subjects waited patiently for his homecoming. But it was too long a wait to bear. The knights of Leam Lois await a new leader, one who will guide them into chaos.
As I was saying, I believe the deal is that you can go and try and fight that boss whenever you like, but there are a bunch of help that you can enlist around the DLC. And stuff. It's when the wind ceased, all that frozen stuff became a lot less frozen. I should go spend my souls. I've got 2 bosses worth now, minus all those resonant souls I cast.
Bearer of the curse, until hope has...
I just realised how Irby might have thought he heard what he heard. If you skip that line at a certain point, then I could see how that might happen. Alright, I want to go back to here, I think. Let's approach it from the start. There's no more ice everywhere. Well, less ice. Still plenty of snow. That's the way to the kitty. This way is... that's not a way. Let's take the loop again. I've got too much life with my Estus to fill it up now. If I remember correctly, there are 4 knights that you can find. Maybe 3? There's around that many. Very sneaky ladder there. Are you angry at me now? Not yet? Okay. I couldn't trust you anymore. Okay. That makes sense. How did that not kill these dogs? Problem is, each individual area is that much harder. No ice for cover in this area anymore. It's pretty cold out here. Fine, come this way. We don't need to deal with this. Drop something. Yeah, he didn't drop. It's almost impossible to see items against the ground. Oh, I heard something. Now I get repair powder. Don't do anything to my helmet now, though. I'll have to go and get that repaired at some point. At any point, rather. Like you. Why aren't you dead? Please die. Thank you. Is this frozen or is this just a little cubby hole? Just a little cubby hole. Don't remember if there's anything over here. Nope. Probably need that later. Oh, these things. I remember these being more of a problem than they looked like they would be. I forgot they existed, but now that I remember they exist, I remember them being trouble. If I can keep doing that to them, then I'll be happy. It's a Nikolai. Yes, yes, yes. Keep doing your peaceful bullshit on me. Whatever it's called in this game. I don't want to have to deal with you twice. Really kind of a problem how quickly I'm going through this Estus. Give me a Sonic. Not like that. Those things hurt just to touch them. While these things are chucking magic at me all the time. No one thing these things do that much damage, but it adds up. I don't know what they do when they do that. Looks like they're casting something, but what? That's right, and the assassin's back too. One DLC later. I don't remember exactly where they are, but they're a pain. I've only got one Estus left. There's a bonfire. Idiot. That's not stairs. While everything's still dead, I'm gonna see if I can do anything. Unfortunately, they do have the good sense to not let you backstab them, I don't think. I can stand corrected. Whatever, it doesn't do enough. They'll just bugger off. I should go rest at the bonfire. Because this quickly goes in a whole different area. Are we fighting now? One way to rest at the bonfire. Shut up, Jack. Catch that guy's moxie? That's not what moxie means, is it? I don't really remember what moxie means. It's a good idea to just say words that you don't understand, right? Get rid of you, God knows if he cause a problem later on. You'll let me get it each time though, won't you? I'm not letting you go further. Okay, I let them go further. I lied. God only knows where they went. I remember them running through the gate and into the next area, so maybe I have to pursue them. Where did he go? Did he go back up there? You did too, Jack. Use my camera against me. Okay. I'm pretty sure if you keep playing the deal damage, let him get away game, he runs quite a lot further. And when he gets into the next area, it's real difficult to deal with him. Because there's things down here. Or at least a thing. Who hasn't got a weapon here by this point? Who's that message for? Why there's just another one of these things this far into the game, I don't know. I think there's another one as well. Three? Still, this one isn't quite as pushovery as the boss one. So I can actually see the moves that it's using. How much more life does this have than the actual boss? Ivory Warrior Ring? I don't remember that one. Attacks greatly decrease enemy stamina. Be more of a PvP thing than anything else. I think regular enemies really exhibit stamina that much. Oh, this is going poorly. Well, that's as good a time as any to leave it. It just hit 2 hours. So, I'm gonna bugger off on that sour note. It's as good a note as any. Time for sleep, I think. At midday. Bye everyone. Thanks for hanging out.